That's what you do. You buy these players that cost money and make a difference in it. But we never do that.
Never complains, gets up, gets on, with a smile on his face.
You just want you to sit in your chair and go, hip hip hooray, for the Western press and the Western narrative, regurgitating the same old, every single day, without the sun. If you haven't seen it before, please watch the first season, the first 2 episodes, the second season, something like that. Stallone.
We are on the site of the castle.
And it was the first time the Beatles had really stopped being semi-professional almost.
Look at that.
Absolutely fascinating.
Hi everyone. Good to have you back again. Or me back. I've got I'll be doing that watch along the next not the next home game, the next league game. So it'll be home, won't it? It'll be Southampton. Not the European game next week. So I'll be doing a watch along. You want to watch along with me and see my actions. See how I am watching the game. I always remember being in the main stands, you know, loads of times. And I'm the only one who's shouting. And when my little granddaughter came with me, she went, Granddad, what are you shouting for? I said, you're shouting at the referee. As you do. And she said, but no one else is shouting, Granddad. I said, I know. You're all looking at me. So you can imagine, can't you? What I'll be like on the watch along. See what you're just saying. Edward, yes, the Frank is back. Hey, Edward. Christ. Hey, you. The old fella is back getting stuff from under the... It was mad. I couldn't find it. I couldn't find. I've got it. I've sorted it now. You know. And Barry Aldridge. Frank is the most knowledgeable person I know, especially about Liverpool. Not about the club, but about the city you're talking about, Barry. Yeah, I'll be doing it. I'll be doing something tomorrow night. I'll be doing the current affairs programme, which is about, you know, what's going on in the world today. So I'll be doing that. Do you know? All right, Frank, mate. Great performance from the Reds. These are great times, and there's never been a better time to be a Liverpoolian. 11 points out of a possible 15 from 5 games in 15 days is a phenomenal return. Get in. Yes. Yeah, I totally agree with you there, Dino. And everybody else will. Everybody else will. I'm being honest, I didn't think we'd be in this position. I remember beating Manchester City just before Christmas, remember? And I said then, it's up to us now to win the league. I never said we'll win it. I dare say. And even the week coming up, we were playing bad. And then Aston Villa, you know, we played Aston Villa and said, this is going to be a hard game because we were playing that bad. And then the Man City, you know what I mean? And then I said, the next 3 games are pivotal. The next 3 are pivotal, you know, with the Newcastle game as well after the City. So, and I did say, the likes of, don't like saying it again, you know, repeat myself, but I said that the likes of Everton and, you know, Argyle, they just kick lumps out here and whatever. And the likes of Villa, City, and Newcastle try to play football. So that'll open it up for us, if you know what I mean. They like to play football, but so do we. And we put them to bed. We didn't put Villa to bed, but, you know, we played a lot better. And we knew going into the Manchester City game that, you know, we stood a fair chance. And we did. We controlled them. We were like the lion tamer, controlling the lion in the cage. Callum, I'll be defo tuning in, lads, and pull up the celebrating blimey. That'll be hell. Snapey. Evenings, greetings to one and all. Let's gather around and talk football. Our beloved club at the top of the street, at the top of the tree. There's a new sheriff in town for us all to see. Oh, that's a poem, that, isn't it? Greetings to one and all. Let's gather round and talk football. Our beloved clubs at the top of the tree. There's a new sheriff in town for all to see. Up the Reds. That's great, that. That's great, Snapey. Well done, mate. And Barry says, hope you don't care. So I don't care. It's you lot who cares. Especially this Redbird fella. And the Anfield Road. I'll do, Frankie boy. I'm good, Redbird. Good to see you. Honestly, and this fella underneath you. Hello, chat. Listen, does anyone? I'm gonna get. I hope someone has this. I'm gonna give it away. You know, like after the final. Not after the final. After the. It's in a lovely box, by the way, presentation box. To one of the losers, I'm going to give these 2. And they are cufflinks, gold. But they're very different. Let me see. Still can't see, you know. Can you see that? It's the original Liverpool badge, not Liverpool FC, but you know, remember you used to see them on the buses. That's the original emblem of Liverpool. And I'll be giving these out, you know, this pair of cufflinks in the presentation box to one of the losers. So really, you're not losers, are you? And I'm going to give 50 quid as well, cash to someone. Because you're all good. You've all done wonderfully well. And I appreciate this. Really appreciate this. They're good lads. And girls. You never know. Female might win. And Callum says, greatest manager ever in my profile picture now. I can't see your profile. Who is it? Is that Bob Paisley? It is, of course. And he carries on by saying, Raw and Redbird, hello. Callum, like for the first 5 minutes, boys, let him know from the early doors. Paul Burke, the old mate. Good evening, Frank and chat. It's not over till the fat lady sings, and me, Mrs. is warming up her vocals. If she sees this, I'm in big trouble, Maria, like, hey, the big tough man saying, you know, I'm gonna watch this and I'm gonna do that. And she's only got to say, where's the remote? Oh, here it is here. Get Corrie on. Get Emma Taylor. Get EastEnders on. It's great to be on your own, you know. And, you know, for comparison, Arsenal took 4 from a possible 9. We're going to have the biggest party this city has ever seen in May. I think it's a double celebration, isn't it, really, because of the COVID thing, when nobody, unfortunately, you know, celebrated. I remember our Francine going up, you know, when we won it. And, you know, locked doors, wasn't it? And she said that it was great. The atmosphere was great. So, yet, you know, I totally agree. Totally agree, mate. And Paul says, nice little breather now before we go again. Yes, absolutely. And it's next week, isn't it? You know, it's in the Champions League against PSG, Paris Saint-Germain. Good evening, Frankie. Get them down, yeah. Watch your long, that'll be great. Yeah, Jason's sorting us out. He's talking to me before. He said, no worries, no problem. We'll have it up and running. Because he has to show him things on here. You know, and he said, don't worry, everything will be sorted. Black and white boy. Evening, beautiful people. Isn't that nice? And the lovely Lynn. Evening, Frank. Evening, Lynn. I was talking to Lynn today, actually. Talking about ailments. And Snapey said, like them cufflinks, Frank. If anyone doesn't want them, you can have them. Honestly. You know where they live, come and get them. And have a cup of Frank's famous tea. No one else seems to bother coming to see me. The Anfield. Frankie, why do you keep giving your stuff away, lad? Says the Anfield. It's not like, look, I understand what you're saying. I really do. And to look at, you know, another point of view is this. This, for example, I should have got the frame today. I guess he was supposed to come down. and she rang me. Dad, I won't be, can I come down tomorrow? So I'm going to get that frame for you. You know, the whole thing, like the whole book, well, program. And, you know, so it'll be more sturdy. And this, you know, the watch, you know, as you say that, why do you keep, no, look, you're a good people. I've got watches. I've got watches. I could show you my watches. Honestly, I can show you them. And so this, I'd like someone to have. And it's a great watch. It's very heavy. It's very heavy. And that's what I want someone to have. And, you know, those cufflinks, no problem. And as I said, you know, people who are putting in for these competitions are smashing. And I think he should have something at the end of it. George Scott's given his book away, signed and everything to the winner. So, you know, and as I said, you know, about, I don't like losers. And I feel sorry for them. You know, if they've come that close. And I want to give whoever it is 50 quid. Not no harm in that. No harm in that. And you know, are they Adelphi Hitler's cufflinks that some Scouse pirate stole from one of Liverpool's European escapades? Could be, actually. Did you see me on the telly talking about that? On BBC? About the Big H coming here to see his brother who worked at the Adelphi, half brother. And I was on the BBC talking about it. And I was also talking about Roy Rogers and Trigger. And, you know, the reporter, or, you know, the interviewer, whatever she was, said, did the horse actually sleep in the same bed? And I went, yeah. He was right in the middle of Dale and Roy. And she went, really? I said, oh, behave. I said, there's a garage. I said, you know, the car park was made into a garage for their Trigger. And she just looked at me and went, oh. Marvellous, isn't it? But the cufflinks, you know, I wish you could see them more plainly. I might take a photograph of them and put them up. You can't really see them. I don't even know what fucking way. Smashing pair of cufflinks, though. See the badge and you know, the crest, you know, the crest of Liverpool. The Triton's on there as well, with Neptune. Can I compare? So you could be right there, Dino. He went to see his sister as well, Eloise. He lived down south. Hitler's half-brother name, incidentally, was Wilhelm, but it was his half-brother. Sir Bob Paisley, the greatest manager ever. Bill built the foundations. Bob was the greatest of all. Fagan took over. Then Kenny. And then it more or less stuttered, didn't it? So we won't go into that. We won't go into that until Uli came along, did a little bit, and then nothing after that until Rafa came along. And after Rafa, nothing, zilch. Then the big yeg. The cowboys, Frank with his hammer fists. Barry Eldridge. God, Frank, are those cufflinks not sentimental to you? We just love tuning in to you. No, I've lost lots of sentimental stuff, unfortunately, through transition and everything else. And no, they're not. No. They were a present to me. I had a cup from, we had a great pottery, in Liverpool during the 1700s. And beautiful. And I was presented with a cup, one of them. And it was from 1751, something like that. And I lost that. Well, I never lost it. It broke. Someone smashed it. And I've lost loads of things, so I don't keep any more stuff now. I had stubs which I gave when Francine was a little girl, going to finals, from quarterfinals to semis to finals. I used to give her the stubs, and she lost them, unfortunately. It wasn't her fault. So it's things like that. So I don't really keep sentimental things. The only things I do keep is like family stuff, if you know what I mean. And like when I had the program and the proper signature, by the way, and Francine put it up on Facebook, and I don't do things like that. And some, you get the paper. Is it a real signature, and all this? I hate that. I hate that. I don't use the terminology hate. Rarely, very rarely that I use it. But that I do hate. When someone tries to, is that a real signature? The vlogs. Hello, Frank up the Reds. Will you be going to the final? I'm lucky enough to get my tickets for the 5th time in recent seasons. 5 out of 5 wins, please. I'm made up for you, Lee. Absolutely delighted for you, mate. No, I won't be going. And you know why I won't be going. The Anfield, small words, and a very great actor and a favourite of mine, Gene Hackman. Remember when I told you to watch a film with him in? And I said, Gene Hackman, great actor. And that was Under Suspicion. And you can get it on YouTube. Great film. He was a great... Do you know what? He's in a film. But believe it or not, Hugh Grant. And Hugh Grant at the time was knocking about with that Liz Haley, and she produced it. And Hugh Grant is a young doctor in New York, you know, big New York hospital. And Gene Hackman is a top surgeon and scientist. And he's doing STEM things. Fantastic film it is. I don't know what it's called though. Forget it. And I've only ever seen it the once. When it came out, I haven't seen it about on anything. And as he says, the Anfield, Gene Hackman and his wife, tragically, they are suggesting carbon monoxide poisoning. Jesus, if that's true, it's tragic. He was 95. And when I first heard that they died together, I'm being honest. I'm being honest. I went, dying together. It's either murder or a suicide. You know, say what I was thinking of, you know, Gene Hackman, you know, at that age, and said, I don't know. And did a euthanasia. You know, his wife did, and then she did the same. See what I mean? So, but no matter what, it's like murder and suicide. That's what I thought originally. And then you hear later that it was suspicious. And that's all that I heard, it was suspicious. And I'm glad that you said that, Anfield, because it didn't. That it was carbon monoxide. The black and white boy, positive result in Paris, and this could end up one of the greatest seasons ever. Well, the likes of the Anfield Roar, Edward, we've all seen one of the greatest seasons ever was when Joe Fagan won a treble. That was one of the greatest seasons. But you're right, black and white boy. And IBR, he would have told you as well. Evening, John Franco. Buonasera. IBR. Come stare. And black and white. Good show, great actor, says the black and white boy to the Anfield Road. Snapey. Brilliant idea. Have a meet up if we win the league. Yeah, of course. Of course. And the vlogs. When we win the league, Frank, and we arrange a parade, I wonder if the club will invite Klopp and some ex-players who won the Prem in lockdown season on a separate bus. It would be a fitting tribute to those lads. That's a great idea. I thought it would be just like Klopp. But those players who played a pivotal role into winning us the Premiership. And we couldn't celebrate it. There are a few fireworks off, if you remember. But yeah, I agree there, Lee. I agree. That's a cracking show. It really is. The Copites. Champions again. Champions again. Ole, ole, ole. Campioni, campioni. And the vlogs. I think that Klopp documentary is out tomorrow. IBR. Gene Hackman was one of my favourite 80s actors. Try and watch IBR. It's on YouTube. Under Suspicion with Morgan Freeman as well. and a beautiful actress by the name of Monica Bellucci. Monica Bellucci. And Leah Molyneux. Good evening, Frank and Gallery. Gallery. I like that. And the Redbird says, blogs. No disrespect for Klopp, but I don't agree. It should be all about Sloot and the lads. There you go. But he said, didn't he? Klopp actually said, I don't know whether he has been invited anyway, by the Sloot man. Redbird. And IBR says, I would love it if we were to win the league by spanking Arsenal 4 or 5-0 at Anfield and make our fan base sing like a Euro. Yeah, it's going to be one of those bloody nights or days or whenever we bloody play them, to be honest. It's going to be like a European night. I think every home game now from now on, because we're coming up, aren't we? We're into the final furlong. And it's like, I'm not a horse racing thing or whatever, but I went in a betting shop when I was younger, like, and I seen everyone in there, and they were all, come on, I think it was a derby, whatever it was, you know, and they were all got, you know, really, come on, every one of them in the betting shop. So I think it'll be like that every game until the final game, until it's mathematically impossible for anyone to catch us. So good shout that, IBR. I feel like we batter Arsenal in May, says the cop. Says the cop. There's the king. The king of Anfield. Hiya, Frank. What a good week there is of us. Simikas plays well, as did all of the players. R.I.P. Gene Hackman, great actor. Yes. He was in another film, you know, and I don't think it'll be hard for you to find him, wherever you're going to find it, because Danny DeVito was in it. Cracking film. And he was a bank robber. Gene Hackman, a bank. And he's got a boat, you know, a boat on it, you know. It lives on a boat. Fantastic film. I forget what it's called now. It's them films what's the name of it? I think I'll try and get it up. But I don't know the name. I'll just put his name up, see what films he's been in. I'll bang, that's it. I wonder where Hitler stayed when he came to Liverpool. And even more so, why did he bomb our city after his brother had lived here? Why did he bomb our city? Okay, he lived down South End, forget what street it was now, with his sister. Look, the point is, when he came, if you could imagine what was happening in Germany at the time, you know, after the armistice, they were starved of everything. The Americans made sure Do you know why they made sure that they were starved? Because they went, look, I could give you a lecture about it. During the war, do you ever remember Churchill when he deliberately had the Lusitania sank with Americans on, civilians off the south coast of Ireland? Do you ever remember that? Because he wanted to bring in the Americans, and he thought that would do it. Didn't. It didn't. And what it was, the Americans deliberately stayed out. Do you know why? Because they cornered the market. They cornered the market. And they came in with 11 or 10 months to go before the end of the war. We done all the damage. We took all, look, Wilfred Owen. What passing bells for these who die as cattle. Think about that title. Think about that opening line of Anthem for Doom Jude. And as he said, we have lost 1 million of youth, a whole generation, the cream of youth. And they stayed away because they cornered the market, went into Germany and flooded Germany with the dollar, like every other European city, not city, country. That was it. That's how they did it. And if you look at the Second World War, we were fighting the Germans in 1939. Don't forget, this country always declares war, you know. It wasn't Germany declared war. It was here. It was here. So anyway, the Second World War, as I said, fighting them since 1939, you know, we were on our own. We were on our own. And it wasn't until, you know, people say, oh, when they came in, you know, the Americans in 1941, they didn't. They had to mobilise and everything after the 7th of December with Pearl Harbor. Pearl Harbor, the 7th of December 1941. So when they had to mobilise and everything else, it was 1942. See what I mean? I could tell you a lot of things, but I could get into trouble. Especially the people who made the uniforms. Because you're only saying that because of, if you know what I mean, what's going on. So, no, he did, you know. And they wanted the world to carry on, by the way. They didn't give a toss. The unfair or sleepy, yeah, it'll be a great warning. Yes. Read the Wizkid. Big up all. Got a stinking cold, just gonna lie and listen in. Oh. Make sure it's not the bloody flu, because I was reading something that the flu is going around. And that poor Wizzy. Hope you feel better ASAP. Elmo, yeah, see how we feel for each other. Elmo James, greatest man with the greatest name. Saint Elmo James. If you do the watch along for PSG, you can just say, "Pardon my French." I don't think I'll be doing it for that. I have to get some certain part, you know, Jason's sorting that now. Tea. The Anfield. Frankie, seeing your hands close up, did you used to do the old fairy liquids as a hand model? Hands that do dishes can feel soft as your face with my agreed fairy liquid. My voice is gone now. I used to sing that brilliantly, you know. Yeah. Great, those old adverts, aren't they? Aren't they? Nothing could be finer. Smithy, I'm fair enough, fair enough. And Sleepy says, IBR, yeah, Achman was brilliant. Did you ever watch the conversation with Gene Hackman supposed to be under it? Yeah, the conversation, brilliant, wasn't it? That's what I mean about the Ragman. He always used to, you know, it's like Robert Redford. Robert Redford's always made good films. So did Clint, by the way, because I was reading about Clint about 4 or 5 years ago. No, it was less than that. And he said, I feel sorry for today's young actors with all the scripts that are out now. Absolutely ridiculous. I don't know what this is all. And he was talking about wokeism. And there's Mark Wahlberg, Roseanne Barr, and Mel Gibson has broke away from all that, and they're opening up their own company, getting away from that woke, which I think is a great idea, by the way. What's going on? That's just me, you know. You can agree with it. I don't know about woke, but what's going on? Changing history, which is wrong. Yeah, so what's that, Elmo? And even the Snapey says, yeah, Elmo, yeah, it was spoken about a lot, the conversation. Like that. Extreme measures. The unfair draw. Brilliant. Brilliant. He could play anything. Gene the Ragman. Extreme measures is a cracker. Can't get it. Smashing. Thanks, Anfield. What a man. Snapey says, agree. Yeah, they were experimenting on down and outs, and the side effects turned them into. Stop it, you. Yeah, extreme measures with Hugh Grant. It's a cracker. Really good. Can I find out, Anfield, if you know that film with Danny DeVito, you can get that up. You know what film is Danny DeVito and Gene Hackman in? Cracking film. I want to get that and look at it again. And the Anfield Law says, Frankie, would you say after Claudio Ranieri Could Arne Slot's season be one of the league's greatest season? I'd put him at number 2 after Ranieri's league title. Yeah, because when he came over, but look what happened after that. Ranieri was sacked and everything, wasn't it? I just hope that it doesn't. Because I'm not getting into it, to be honest. You might think that I'm going down a rabbit hole and negativity. But I just want to see. Never mind. Never mind. I won't go there. You know what I mean. The IBR says no actor could make a face like Gene Hackman when the dirt hit the fan. Yes. Did you ever see him with Clint? Where he was the president? Was he president, and he killed a girl? He doesn't like kill her deliberately. I don't know, forget now. What was it that came to me then? It was good. It was good. Clint's a CIA man who protects the president. Oh, forget it. It comes to me and goes. Dissipates. Snaky. Nobody does celebrations like Liverpool Leeds. +2 this time. Yes. The Anfield. Gene Hackman, The Conversation, great film that. And Snaky. Monica Bellucci. Bella. You look at her and you rejoice in your own heterosexuality. Jesus Christ, she's one beautiful woman. She is. She is Monica. Good actress as well. Dino. I'd rather Arsenal gave us a guard of honour, some retribution for 89. Stay humble. Goodness, yeah, stay humble. And what did he say the other night? When we, was it? When he said, well, we took 4 points off Forest. It proves that we're a better team. Or was that, but I seen it. I seen a picture of him. Did he actually say that? Because I said, no, I couldn't have said that. Because there was comments under saying, it's delusional, anyway. Mark Simons. Hey, Mark, I was looking at something, mate. And they were talking about Gibraltar and Spain. Oh. Might be calling you Pedro next. If everything goes through. Gene Hackman and wife are rest in peace. Gone as Jane as Popeye Doyle in French Connection was something special in both films. Total classic. The Anfield. Frank. Is that right, next week you start your dating pod? Thursday night, trouble with Frank. Oh, fuck off. Say, you've got me swearing. You've got me swearing. Thursday night, trouble with Frank. They were the lads who said, that they were having problems with the girlfriend. I don't know where they've gone, I know Callum, the greatest ever copite, was one of them. I think the black and white boy. And you'll never walk alone, that lad. I'm not quite so sure now. So we trying to give them some advice. Blimey, I'm the wrong person to ask for advice, to be honest. Very wrong. You know, lived off Parley, didn't he? You right? The big H, yeah. Apparently, he was an Evertonian. The Blues had a book and a big write-up about him, even glorifying him. That's why he bombed our city, because he knew the city respect. See, the point is, or I should have mentioned, he's seen the way it was in Germany. People, I don't think he's aware of this, but people were dying of starvation. It was deliberate. And he came to Liverpool. And what he did, he got on the overhead railway. And so seen all the ships carrying cargo. And when he was down by Lime Street, he seen the fish market, the meat market, the vegetable and fruit market, and fellas pulling carts full of all this stuff. Whereas back in Germany, the cupboards was bare, the shops were bare, and he said, "This is wrong." It was an armistice. No one won. And no one ever brings that up, by the way. No one did win that war. It was an armistice. It's just like, say, a boxing match. You know, you do get draws now and again. And you can't really decide who won. So you call it a draw. And that's all that was. A draw. An armistice. He just stopped. He said, "Okay, fine." But the Yanks always take credit. The Americans say, "We won the war." Obama said it twice. We won in his inauguration. I said, "Why did you say that? We won the 2 world wars." No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Do you remember a few years ago when he attacked Somalia? With no one behind them, no one, covering their backs. And he got kicked out by the Somalians. And it was around the Christmas time, because no one backed them. No one was there. That's why, these Gulf wars and everything else, they always want a backing. The Americans always want backing, someone behind the backs. And I don't know whether you're aware, but the likes of France, some French, but also the Australian, New Zealand's armies was in Vietnam with the Americans. For America to win a war, they always want someone behind or with them. Always. Believe that. Above us, only sky. Even if Frank, sorry, you've been asked this before, but who is the best player you've seen play for the Reds and the worst? Can I give you my top 5 best players? And no like numerical order. I'll give you them. St. John, Steven Gerrard, Kenny Dalglish, Luis Suarez, Mo Salah. The worst. What was that? Isma Cosma, was it? Cosma, fellow named Cosma, who Souness brought. I think he brought him in place of Beardsley, Peter Beardsley, surely. It was Cosmo, wasn't it? Sean Dundee. Who's that other lemon? I've got to see it. I have to see it. That doof. Mario Balotelli. But to put him in the same category as, I'm talking about Mario Balotelli and Sean Dundee, and we're just trying to there's been some bad plays, you know. I mean, bad. I would have said Jimmy Traore, only he kicked something off the lines, didn't he? That could have lost us the game in Istanbul. I didn't see that. I think it was having a pay or something. Through that. Kick the lava. Yeah, shattered. So I'll leave it at that, if I might. But not in a numerical order. The Elmo. If you could sprinkle one player from the past to go into this team, oh. Yeah, Steven Gerrard. I go along with that. But you know who else would be great? Luis Suarez. The Redbird. Elmo, it's Stevie G for me too. Everyone's poets tonight. The Copite. What player you like most for a rival club and would have, you know, took for Liverpool, would have taken for Liverpool? If you mean a now, and a lad's out of the Premiership, or do you mean Europe? Let me know if you mean anywhere. Let me know. So I've got a couple on my mind. If it's the Premiership, I'd take that Palmer of Chelsea. I think he's a cracking player. Norman. Hiya, Frank. Great chat. And great chat. The Anfield. I'd have a 22-year-old Luis Suarez, says the Anfield Road. Luis Suarez. Dennis, all the way from Tampa. All the way from Tampa. Hi all, taking a break from work. Popped open a Peroni, and popped on West Ham versus Leicester. Peroni. Got to tell, Do you know what it's called in Italy, by the way? Nastro Azzurro. Nastro Azzurri. Our thing. Our blue. That's what it is. Named after the Azzurri. True that. The Azzurri over the national squad. Love Gene Hackman as the blind hermit in Young Frankenstein. What about him being Lex Luthor? Lex Luthor. Do you remember that? Oh, what was his name? He's just recently died, actually, in the last year or so. Yes, Mr. Luthor. Brilliant. Blind hermit. The league could be wrapped up by Spurs if we are still 13 points clear, says the cop-out. Yeah. And if we beat PSG, we could concentrate on the Champions League. I don't like this, the way it's gone, you know, this new formation. I think it's wrong. You should have seeded the teams. That's a mind. Norman, I've been online trying to book somewhere for me, the wife and daughter to stay May the 25th. Palace home game, last game of the season. Scandalous prices. Hotel Anfield and others charging over. I'd have you staying here with me, but I've only got one room. One bedroom. And there's already 14 of them staying here. All those Norwegians, you know. Female dance troupe. As if. Edward, it's woke on Sky Sport. They call Liverpool women just Liverpool now. It's just fucking. Did you know that Matt Beard got the sack, didn't he, today? You know, the women's coach. He was. They're awful, then. They are awful. Awful. Above us. Elmo, rushy for me. Imagine the chances our midfield plus our wide forwards would make for him. Imagine the chances Mo would make for him. We've had some fantastic players, you know, boys. And I mean, fantastical. They could name the anti-woke movement the Great Awakening, say Snapey. I think people are just saying we've had enough of this. I just don't like the historical significance or insignificant, to be honest, because what they're doing. I think it's wrong. And Norman, can't be doing with the women's game. Am I allowed to say that this day and age? Yeah, because it's opinion. I said it myself. I don't like this woman commentator. You know, you see in matches sometimes. No, really. Terrible. Do you know co-commentator? Do you know, gets on my nerves? His voice goes through me. And you're gonna go, hey, honestly. I'm not telling you. He might shout at me. At him. Ray Elton. His voice goes through me. great player for us, but his voice. The Anfield, Norman, they are rotten sods. Those price hikes are disgusting, mate. I've been stung going down for the Wembley. Obviously, you're going to have a few sherbets. Let's stay down south. Bloody shocking, yes. The Anfield Road. Brilliant it is. It's the ice. It's iced. You're spot on. Thanks, Alfred. Oh, it's great, that. Heist. Great film. Whoa. There's a black lad in it, a big tough, a cracking actor. And I only ever seen him in a couple of other things, but the other thing that, this black actor I've seen him in is The Core. When, the earth seems to be going off its axis because of the core, and it's melting. So they go in, they borrow, to go in, build a machine. And he's in that, the black lad. Great actor. And he's in the heist. Yeah, thank you, Raw. Thank you. And he's up with that. I'm going to get that tonight. I'm going to watch that. Raw, it is so wrong, mate. We're all getting ripped off. We get ripped off all the time. Constantly. No, and Ackman, one of the best ever. Norman. Ackman played so many different roles and he made it real every time. Class act. The Anfield. Norman, it's pure greed, mate. Prices these days. If it wasn't for my job, I'd have to give up my ticket at Anfield. It's becoming ridiculous too. These owners need to give more season tickets. You're joking. Francine's been on the waiting list for 20 years. No, Redbird, thanks, mate. It's sad that we have to watch everything we say now. Go to jail for it. Go to jail for it. Hi, Frank, says Christopher, and everyone. Shame about Gene Hackman. The best Lex Luthor there was. Brilliant in Unforgiven with Clint. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of before. Yeah, he's a burglar, isn't he? He's a burglar, and he sees what happens. I was thinking of when he was another one, Clint, that is. And he made Clint. And something power. He was as a CIA fella, but he's a burglar in this, isn't he? The Unforgiven. No, not The Unforgiven. No, that was a cowboy one, wasn't it? The Unforgiven. I forget the one with Clint is. But Clint was in that, The Unforgiven. But I forget the film with Clinton, where Clint is a burglar. And Gene Ackman's a POTUS president. Youssef. I think Arsenal will give us a guard of honour regardless if we win the league way before we play them. No, they won't. That's it. It's over. It's like having a guard of honour of, every team, every club and everything else. It's the champion. No, you just do it the once. Unless they change. The Anfield, Circus of Callum. Is it for that big Chelsea centre-half? Jesus, there are some monsters on there. I don't know. I'm sorry, I have to go down. I don't know what you're talking about, boys. Really not. And there are too many corporate so-called fans these days. It's getting harder and harder for the real fans to go to games. Is one of them. I've been everywhere. Throughout the years, everywhere I've been. I used to queue up for a ticket for a cup match or whatever. Used to go there at 2, 3 in the morning, standing in the queue outside the Cop, freezing until the gates opened at 9 o'clock. Then we got our ticket and went home, freezing. Things like that. Can't get a ticket. Can't get one. Oh, search Taylor Hines, you'll know, says the coach. She's good. She's a good footballer, that kid. I think she's from Canada. I think she's Canadian. That was the only one who I seen play well. The others are shocking. Just seen that comment there, Norman. I'm not reading it out. And he says, "Dearest Uncle Frank, dear Deirdre, can you help me when I make love to my wife? I keep shouting, Anne Margaret." Fucking yeah. Your face. Norman, Tess lines them up. It was a toss-up between Thursday night throb or Frankie's Friday. Oh, come on. Come on, boys. Come on. Tess Lynham's undateables. I think I'm undateable now. Become that. Become undateable. Even if Frank and Chat says one of the greatest lads, says Colin Blackshaw. A lads who talks football. Not our throbs and date naps and agony aunts and uncles. And Des Lynham. And Norman says, in my view, it's USA Power which has caused lots of trouble in the. You want to come on me or listen to what I have to say on a Friday night? I'm telling you. I'll just say this to you. Get a map up of where NATO bases are. NATO bases. And see the ones in like 1946, 7. And see where they are today. American owned. NATO is America. Carlyle's wife swap says the Anfield Road. Think they can bully everyone. Fully enough, I put that up. I was watching something. I watch the alternative and not what yous watch. And I said, well, there he is, back, because he's going from one thing to another. And I said, he's using bullying tactics against a certain country. And I said, don't. If you know what I mean. Rather than go into political now. But they do bully. That's why they put out sanctions on people. What right do they have to sanction? You've got the EU now doing it. There's a lad named Callum Georgescu of Romania. And he went on the ticket of, or the campaign to become their president of, I've had enough of Ukraine. We shouldn't be giving money. We need money for ourselves to Ukraine and arms. And the war's finished. It's over. They're finished. And the EU, unelected bureaucrats, Ursula von der Leyen and her little cronies, cancelled the elections. And he got arrested 48 hours ago to put his papers in to say he's running for president again. And he's been banned for 50 days from like electioneering. Is that a democracy? And they're crying out, that von der Leyen, freedom of democracy. Is that democracy? Annoying. Annoying. Not reading that out either. Norman Ruddock. Christopher Ivan Kozma. That's right. That's him. Eric Meyer, so is it. Frank, on the watch along, you need to wear a Liverpool top. I've got one. Got a cracking one, mate. The best one ever. Best Liverpool top in the world. In the world. And Norman says, Dalglish, Anson, Souness, Gerrard, Kennedy, my top 5. IBR, did Nigel Clough replace Beardle? Could have done. Could have done. Norman, can't stand that Rudder. He bought me a few babies. Yeah. not just me, but I just finished some night school teaching. They used to go over of a Thursday and just have a couple of beers, me and a few other teachers. And Rudder came in one night, and there was only me, a couple of other teachers, and a couple sitting up, in the corner somewhere, kissing. And Rudder came in because he knew the barman, or the manager. The boundary, up Boundary Street, it's knocked down now. The lads was a cracker fella. And unfortunately, he took his own life. Anyway, he was in there. And he bought everyone a bevy. A few times. He said, "Oh, because we were driving and he just never." He was bevy, Could have stayed with him all night. Eric Meyer was shocking as well, says Colin. Dean Saunders replaced Beardsley. He was all right, but he's nowhere near the Beardsley type player. Veronin, Steve Edwards, Christopher Yosemite. And you see Yosemite, don't you? All the pictures that you see him, the footage and that. On the podium, doing all this in Istanbul. Was Istanbul? Yeah, Istanbul. Nearly every Konchelski. What was that other dopey? Joe Cole was a terrible. I said at the time, Chelsea wouldn't be letting him go. Remember when he was dropped by England? He was terrible. He came to us and he was terrible. And that something bitch at the end anyway. Terrible. So you're right there, IBR. Elmo had shoes Dalglish, Leader 9. Arthur Mello, we see more of Arthur. I like that. And Edward says Italian players we buy crap, yeah. I want a Franco Zola. It would have been great for us, Franco. Great Italian player, Franco. Anyway, the Anfield, worst player to put a Liverpool shirt on. Do you know, I was going to say that, Jimmy Traore, and I'll tell you why I stopped from me saying. Did I tell you? Was I thinking about it? I don't know. He kicked the ball off. Yeah, it is. I mentioned it. He kicked the ball off the line where we would have been beaten in Istanbul. And I missed it. Because everyone, big like that. I said, what happened? I said, Jimmy kicked the ball off the line. But he was dreadful. Remember that goal he scored, own goal against Burnley in the cup? Put us out. Edward Palmer is good, yes. Edward, that's our chance of saying it. And he scored back-to-back goals. One against Real and the other one against United. And the United one was a cracker when he looked. Van der Sar. Norman really liked Soros. So disappointed when he left. And Suarez. What a pair that would have been. He was signed. Did you know that Fernando Torres' agent was the same agent with Torres? Did you know Suarez? Okay, now. Did you know that? and they were buying him, but he was forced out. Why was he forced out? Think about it. Think. Ding. Torres I'm talking about. Think about the owners. If we had Torres alongside Mo, we'd be 20 points clear. I think we'd be a bit more. El Nino. And Edwards. Youssef disagree, he didn't last long. Is that about Dossena? The Anfield. Dennis Paparak, TV in the States must be slow if you've got to watch that match. I've got EastEnders on, but I secretly don't mind it. We'd have won the Eurovision and the Grand National also with Torres and Suarez. Yes. I don't believe this. Love EastEnders, me. R.I.P. Martin Fowler. Who's Martin Fowler? Hey. Is this? Are these fictional characters? I'm not going to read any nonsense out if I don't understand what I'm talking about. Okay. Sorry. And Norman's going to get a knock on the door by the big police for sexism. You can't be saying anything against women or anyone else for that matter. Women can't play footy. Let's be honest. It's silly. And you won't hear of Norma for about 6 months. After tomorrow. Above us only Sky. Where's the lads due? Bruno Shailen. Oh, you can't say that. You can't say Bruno was worse than or putting in the same category as Chelsea. Mind you. Women's football, it's great, says the Anfield. I said to her, look what these women are doing when they're not washing up. And I'm not reading any more of that. I'm not reading. I can't, honestly. I'm just. What these women do when they're not ironing or washing up. That's shocking. Above us only Sky. Cop by Callum. Tennis Bear Camp was good, but was terrified of flying. Be no good for European away matches, no. He was good Bear Camp though, wasn't he? I tell you who I would have loved in our team. Either Maldini or Nesta or Gattuso. Just imagine Gattuso in our team, scared of no one in, stuck in, get in there. That's what we miss. We want to go around bullying our lads with him in the team. Norman, I don't want my money being spent on the women's team. Women are great. I married one. Sure. My daughter is is to one day love her. My daughter is one day love our club, but the women's scene, not for us. And Norman said, I'll watch it, Gina. If you've got when you have got YouTube, watch Under Suspicion. Watch Under Suspicion. Gina, brilliant. They filmed that, Norman. You're going to watch a film. Anfield, Norman. My phone went off. It said LFC have sacked the manager. I thought, you what? And closer inspection, it was the Bloodies women's coach. I'm like, Christ's sake, can men have a say? Can have. I know, that is wrong. Liverpool sacked the manager. See what I mean? It's what you call clickbait now. You go, oh, what's that? Yeah, Unforgiven is the cowboy film. Gene played Little Bill. Enemy of the State was a good film also. Yeah, but what's his name? The fella who went up and smacked that other fella. Jordan Will Smith. Prickhead. Doing that. The Raw. Edwards, I know, lads, it's ridiculous. Nobody cares about women's football. If it wasn't for fairness, I couldn't give up. They pushed that so hard, but you get them to promote disabled football. Huh? It's crazy, says Dino, how this narrative about injuries suggests that Arsenal are somehow unlucky. Why? Liverpool has been unlucky. Liverpool being criticised for keeping our players fit, which is complete madness. Well, you've only got to look at the last few seasons through injuries. And nothing like that with Arsenal, though, is it? We just, oh, yeah, well, injury, go away. And yeah, it's Arsenal. Oh, tough. Keep fucking saying it all the time. Good shout, that, Dino. And Norman. Tell you what, if we win the league, please have the parade go past the Avenue. Remember 2022, they tweeted congratulations to Manchiti on winning the league. It's a dig at us all the time. All the time. Well, we don't do things like that. They're not like that. We're different. We're different. Did you hear Carragher praising the owners? It's Klopp and Slot, not the owners, says Norman. No. But he fucking works for them, doesn't he? He's there, he's involved with Liverpool. Youngfield, Zelensky gradually carving up for himself a nice retirement plan, with the USA deal literally giving away his minerals, says the Anfield Row. He's already given that away. BlackRock are in there. But who's got the most is Russia, because they've taken the oblasts, haven't they? And they're going to take Odessa. Believe you me, they're going to landlock Ukraine. They're going to landlock it. That's it. And I'll guarantee you this: Poland will take Lviv, because that's Poland now. Remember the Americans carving up everything after the war? Remember, Lviv was part of Poland. The Anfield, Norman, I see that. Calling online people as whack jobs. He has sold his soul a long time ago. Thanks, Snapey. Delroy Lindo, that's him. The black actor in the car, great actor. He only made a few films. But he's in that film that the heist. It's not called the heist, it's heist, just called heist. Because the heist, there's a couple of heists. The heist with Robert De Niro. Great film. Great film. The heist with De Niro. And Edward Norton. And even Marlon Brando's in it. Colin. I remember the hype in '78 when we bought Frank McGarvey from Celtic. He never played a game. Did we buy him? Are you sure? I never heard of that. Frank McGarvey. Unless we were going to buy him. You could be right, because I don't know. Do you mean when we were buying Kenny, him as well? I don't remember Kenny. And the Snapey says, Delroy Lindo was also in Romeo Must Die with Jet Li. Do you know what? I hardly watch. Honestly, I hardly watch those type of films, or those martial arts. Do you know? Worst players. That's his name. Istvan Kozma. I was going to mention Jimmy Carter. From West, they came from the Gunners, didn't they? That's who I was trying to think of. Torben Peachnik, Paul Stewart, Nigel Clough, Neil Ruddock, Diouf, Diao, Sheru, Poulsen, plus more. Too many to mention. Just imagine naming the worst managers. Try and think about that one. I'll give you two. I'll give you one. The Northern Irish fella. Him. And if you disagree with me, anyone, I'll block you forever. No, Frank, I did not know about that. About the agents, yes. Anelka, we really should have got He really wanted to stay. He did. But it was earlier was going all funny, if you remember. Remember Yari Littman? And Yari Littman was a great footballer. He was brilliant. And he kept dropping him. And Yari kept scoring. Now, if Fazzi had to be sitting here with me, he would have mentioned it. Baresi. They always call me Baresi, you know. Always call me Baresi. Anfield. Norman. They'll be too busy folding socks or making sure teas are on the table. See, we're going to go with this about sexism now. Above us only sky. I could never figure out why women's teams play on a Saturday when they know full well that the show. Oh dear. Oh, you know what? No wonder all the women have left this pod. No, Sarah Frank, is it the one with the stunning looking woman at the start, under suspicion? She is unsipid. Yes. That's Monica Bellucci. Great Italian actress. Monica Bellucci. Great film. See the way he said that? Hey, Frank, you know, is that way you said it to me? Oh, I'm doing a dress. Why didn't you just say, is he married to a stunning lady? And Morgan Freeman's in it. And I would have said yes. But no. Norman says, is that the one? And you see a stunning undoing the dress. The IBR, my worst 11 since the 2000. Yes. Not even going to mention his name. Kronkamp, Konchesky, Coates, Kariakos, Adam, Poulsen, Diao, Baronen, Diouf, Cheryl. Do you know what? I seen a picture. I was got scrolling through Facebook. I was looking for something. And because a thing come up, ding, you know. So anyways, and there's what a picture somewhere. Big cup final or something. You see them all, you know, running like that. When was this, you know, where was this? What was the occasion? You see them all, you know, penalty thing. Charlie Adam, and I put a comment on about Charlie Adam. And they've got him on LFC TV. Well, these are supposed to be legends. Jason McAtee. Fuck's sake. Cringe. I won't watch anything with him and James Spear. Come on. We had no one when he played. We had nobody. Frankie say this. Look at our Yoko with a yo-yo. Look at our Yoko with a yo-yo. Oh, dear. I'm not going through there. That's shocking, that, you know. Look, I said to me, well, I've got something for your birthday. And she said, what, grinning? A 9. These are 6. I'll be thrown off here, you know. You know that, don't you? I'll, on a selfish note, says Christopher, I want to win the Champions League as well because I'm working the 25th of May and the parade will be the day after when I'm off. That's the day before, the 26th. That's the day before my daughter's birthday. And my birthday's in May. My birthday's on the 11th, and I've always said I get great birthday presents. And Francine said, so do I, Dad, with the Champions League and parades. The idea of the small hats run the West and Russia, so there is only one winner from war. Yep, totally agree there. When Owen didn't come back from Madrid, I wanted us to sign Jermaine Defoe, proper goal scorer. Signed Pennant instead, didn't we? Fucking hell, I'm paid me, boys. I'll have to take it. I don't want to take painkillers, but I'll have to. This is dead wrong, you know, sitting here. Because I've got to reach over. So I have to go, you know what I mean? Just wish I could do that. The Redbird De Niro was on the joke woke side. Yeah, I'm shocked at that. I'm shocked at that. I am. Anfield. Redbird, I'm sorry. And I tell you who I also rated, Les Ferdinand, would have been good for us. My God, he was a monster in the air. Okay, Dino. Frank McGarvey signed for Celtic from Liverpool. He never made an appearance for the Reds. Didn't know that. Didn't know that. Didn't know that at all. Colin says McGarvey came a year after Kenny. Dino says, Hodgson, Rogers, Souness, Tom Welsh, who relegated us after 50 years in the First Division, and the same season Everton got promoted to the First Division, and I've been ever since, thanks to Hans Sagers on the take. Yeah, the goalkeeper, Wimbledon. Yeah. There was a lot going on then, wasn't there? 2-0 up. Think about it. Above us says, earlier I thought that Shady was going to, I don't know. I always remember Ronaldo. You know, Liverpool were interested in getting him until Gerrard said, no, we have Zidane, the new Zidane, don't need Ronaldo. And that was Danny Murphy. Danny Murphy. Some whoppers. Exactly, Frank. The players that club is calling legends is crazy. Look at the lineup for the Legends games. That's I'm not even fucking reading their names out because they don't deserve to be read out. I was watching the under 21s at crap. I was watching them, you know. And I went, oh, is that Speeder? And it was Jake Speeder and played for it, and he's a little fat thing running around. I won't watch anything like that when they're those dopes. Fucking legends. Fuck. It annoys me. The Anfield. Tell you what, Banana Rama, 3 rockets would take some stopping. What a trio. Do you mean that? Come on. I hope you don't. Or I'm banning you. Banana Rama. Norman. Shankly, when trying to sell Tony Aitley to Tommy Docherty at Chelsea, Docherty said, is he good in the bill? Shanks replied, he's better than Douglas. Jesus. And above us says, I think we signed Frank McGarvey from St. Mirren. And Norman, Dean, 1994 Wimbledon, they don't like us mentioning that. Hans Sagers. Yeah, I mentioned that. Delroy Lindo was in the Gone in 60 Seconds with Nicolas Cage. Yeah. Yeah. You don't have to give him his film bio go if you know. But yeah, like Gone in 60 Seconds was very good. Nick Cage, very good film. He's a car thief, wasn't he? But retired and he had to come out, as you do. To be fair, Danny Murphy was one of our better players from the 2000s, says IBR. Okay. So that's how bad we were then. Miller is called a legend. Not saying that. Not saying that. The Anfield. Our under 21s, our under 18s are rubbish at the minute. It really needs looking into. I think it proved it about the future, the kids, when we played Plymouth Argyle, and we played. It wasn't who beat us in the Champions League when we played them, PSV. They were the kids playing. And with a few sprinklers of senior players. That's how bad we are. Depth-wise, I'm talking about. IBR. My best 11 since the 2000: Alisson, Babel, Robertson, Hupia, Van Dijk, Mascherano, Alonso, Stevie, Suarez, Torres, Salah. Wow. Marcus Babel. Robertson. Hupia before Canate. Okay. Mascherano, loved him. Xabi, Stevie, Suarez, Torres, Salah. What a front three that would be. What a front three, people. We saw Clark, who would have been in 21, and on the first team bench this season instead of we have Spear. Yeah. Says Norman or Bobby Clark. Fowler said Littmanen was the best strike partner he'd had since Rushy. Yari had great vision and could finish as well as anyone. Say Stevie. Snape. Yeah, I loved them. I really loved them. Oh, Jesus. And the Anfield. Tell you who I bumped into in Liverpool, Gregory Vigilon. Remember him? I said, all right, Gregory, what are you doing here? He said, I'm going for a pizza. Another Frenchman, wasn't he? Do you remember them other Frenchman, Pongoli and Letalek? Norman. Pierre, I like Big Sammy. He was brilliant defender for us and never any fuss, proper professional. Absolutely. Good shout that, Norm. When we played Plymouth, they had conceded 63 goals. We have 4 shots on target against them. Shocking, says above us only Sky. Yes. Yes. Sneaky. Melina is a great film with Monica Bellucci when she was. I'm going to finish on this, boys. I'm in pain. God, in 2004, I was walking up Wreck Road to go to the match. Zach Whitbread was walking the other way. I said, Zach, the ground's this way, centre half. I think he played one game versus Millwall. Zach Whitbread. Trying to think of a player. I can't think of him. But anyway, lads, thank you so much for joining me. Join me tomorrow night if you'd like. And I'll be talking about different things tomorrow night. No football, no nothing. Just big thank you for tonight. Thank you so much. Nikki. It's been a hell of a show, Frank, this, Frank. Just don't let the ladies see. I think he's all an absolute disgrace. IBL. Grazie, Frank. Grazie. Grazie, IBL. Amico mio. Grazie. Above us. See you later, Frank. Cheers. See you later, above us. Barry Albert. Good stuff again, Frank. Thank you. See all these jokers on it. Nearly made me swear. And the little Callum, you know, the greatest cop out on the planet, say you better wear a top on your watch along. A Liverpool top. Great show, Frankie and Shaq. Good laugh. Get out from under the stairs. No. That was terrible what you look what these two. That washing up, cleaning up. Oh, that's funny, that. That was funny, that. I like that. That was funny. Ciao bambino. Ci vediamo. No mino. Ci vediamo. Good night, everyone. Good laugh again, Frank, as usual. Good laugh again, Frank, as usual. Thank you, Snapey. Tutti di capo tutti. The boss of all bosses, eh? You're right there. The young fields. Ta-la, lad. Ta-la, lad. Go rest your arm, lads, and get that looked at. Yeah. I tell you, it's from my neck, and it goes down to me. Yeah, kills me. And my elbow goes to my elbow. Really painful. I've been in terrible pain the last few, but I'll have to take painies. I'll have to. I don't want to get addicted to things. Only the Robert Palmer thing. What was he addicted to? What did he sing? I love that video. Have you seen it? And he's singing and he just goes. Love it. Anyway, lads. Adamani. Okay. See you. Ciao, Bella.